Many students within the Pontiac School District have a desire for the trades and apprenticeship program. They have a love for building homes, getting into plumbing, construction, and electrical work.
I started the program with about 4 years of carpentry experience. I didn't have any credentials, so I was kind of like an intern everywhere I went because I was young. So I started the program hoping to get some credentials. I finished the program with about 5 of them. Well, during the program, I was very fortunate to get in contact with Lee Construction. And after the program, I would be furthering my career with Lee in foundations. So I'm just very grateful for the program. I want to thank Coach Jones and Coach Ricky, Bradford, and Scott, and an OU program.
And so through this program, the pre-apprenticeship program through Oakland University, we just want to make sure that we have the opportunity to make their dreams come true. Another opportunity is for the Pontiac Promise Zone for these students. Many students will be able to qualify for more than $6,000 a year for an apprenticeship program, but in addition to that, they'll be able to go on to a community college or university to get a 4-year degree. And so we're just very thrilled to be able to offer this opportunity to students in Pontiac. And we hope that many of you take advantage of this.
I want to welcome you all here to the Flagstar Strand Theater to celebrate the graduation of our TDC Pontiac Commercial Construction Internship Program for 2021. You know, again, we really want to thank the Fillmore 13 and Lee as a great Pontiac business, a real supporter of the community and what he's done. And that's what's happened, is everywhere along the way, we mentioned where we could use a little bit of assistance, and people just step right on up. And again, we just want to give a call to David, who sponsored our entire luncheon. So David, thank you very much. That was very gracious of you. And when we look at the things that we do, it's other people that inspire us. And certainly, you know, with people like Lee, with David, such great proponents of the city of Pontiac, you know, that's a lot of this program, you know, is built on that foundation. We also want to thank Kyle Westberg, who is the developer of the Flagstar Strand Theater, and making this beautiful, beautiful theater available for us today. At no cost to the program. So with that, I believe it was last fall, around, say, October or so, that Carlton and I were at a function. He says, Vince, I need to talk to you about something, about putting on a program. And he knows we have a heart for workforce development. He knows we have a heart for the city of Pontiac. We have a heart for youth. That, you know, these things, again, just all really aligned with, say, what the values of say, myself personally, and then also our company. Our company more importantly, because once again, it's all those people that help form the values, you know, that it's my job to help try to carry out. But with that, you know, Carlton's vision of providing an internship, a connection for students to industry, to jobs. To an industry that needs workers, skilled workers, careers are available. And then making that connection with the students and their families also, because we know it takes that support of the family as well. And with that, the program, and we'll acknowledge how many people have come together to make this program successful and to make it a model. And one of the things is for us to build on this success. Whether it's the success of our industry partners, our program partners, and what they have done, but I think one of the greatest things is for our students, the success that they have had with the program that's inspired the leaders of the program and are going to make it possible for other students to also benefit from this program. So I think right now we need to give a hand to the students. Now, if I was really fair to Carlton, I would have told him, make sure you bring a hook, because you got to get me off the microphone. So with that, again, I'm very humbled and privileged. I guess one of the things I should say, my name is Vince DeLeonardis. I'm with Out Construction, a proud member of the Pontiac community right down the street, and then proud to be a partner with Carlton, Ricky Bradford, and all the members of this team that have helped put this together.
Good afternoon, everybody. Vince is a very humble person, and he's humble in a whole lot of different ways because one of the things that made a big difference, this is our 4th cohort, and Vince was pretty much involved when we first started pulling together what we call the coalition of folks coming together, and we said that we was going to go after a grant initially, and if this grant was successful or not, we was going to stick together. And we did just that. It was Opportunity to Marshall Plan grant, and we were successful, but we didn't get all what we needed. It was some funding that came through, but it didn't do all what we wanted to do. So this is our 4th cohort, and we really want to focus on the students, and we don't want to keep you here all day. So as we kind of sprint through this, there's some key people we do want to recognize, and that's right there be as we go through the program. But in a nutshell, workforce development, I do believe, is the key to turning around Pontiac. And that's a difference in workforce development and talking about just going out and getting a job. We're talking about training some of the Pontiac youth for some high-paying, high-demand positions. But they need that gap training to be able to supply the needs that our industry partners is telling us what they need. And this is what Vince brought to the table this time, especially with this construction industry. He brought industry partners. He coordinated bringing industry partners to the table that was very helpful for us to be able to say, now we can step into the commercial construction component and try to develop some talent here in Pontiac. And I think this right here cohort speaks very highly for what we can produce talent here in Pontiac. But I do want to say that we fall up under an umbrella that starting over at Committee of 50, the Greater Pontiac Coalition, you all know Pastor Jones over there. We also was connected to the OU Pontiac Initiative, and it's all about workforce working together collectively. So I want to say this much, as you hear more and more about TDC, TDC's main objective was trying to knock down all those silos and see how we could come together and work collaboratively together. So I want you all to embrace these students, that they're just now finna step out into some of their career pathways. We're not gonna say they know everything, but we know that they're armed now with some knowledge and some credentials that will allow them to go into their field of choice with some confidence. And if we can do that for more young people here in Pontiac, we all will be served just that much better. Now, I want to just bring up one person right quick, because this has got to be quick. We're going to go ahead and get to the students, which we want to highlight. And that's Ms. Teresa Rogers. She has been very instrumental in a whole lot of things in here in Pontiac, but specifically this Pontiac, or what I say, OU, Pontiac Initiative, is what it is, right. And that right there piece has a very intricate part of workforce development. So I want Teresa to share just a little bit about that, and then we're going to continue the program. 2 minutes.
So I'm going to keep this short. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for coming to join our students as they celebrate this great day. So let's give our students, and students, can you please stand up, please? Our pre-apprenticeship students, a round of applause. And we got some females in there too, just so you know. All right. Thank you, guys, and thanks for making it through the program. So as Carlton mentioned, my name is Teresa Rogers. I am the Senior Director of Community Service and Pre-College Programs at Oakland University. And this initiative started at Welcome Missionary Baptist Church around a table with myself, Carlton, and Pastor Jones, and some other community leaders. And Carlton has been so passionate about the pre-apprenticeship program, construction industry. He's been doing this all of his life. So it was easy to bring him on board, to put him in charge of that, actually. And he's a person who goes out in the community through his staff at Carnav to recruit students for this program. And we also have some other partners that are with us today. So TDC kind of falls in line with the OU Pontiac Initiative, our workforce development program, and our pre-college programs for students that are coming out of the Pontiac School District. And with that, we have a number of partners that are here today. We had Vince. Vince, thank you so much for all of your support. He just came on with the industry leaders saying that if they get them through the program, we will hire them. Right, Vince? Right on. Let's give him a round of applause. And we also have Pontiac Promise Zone board members with us. I would be remiss if I didn't introduce our dynamic new executive director. You guys know her from Pontiac as Kaniqua Coco Mulder. Would you stand, please? And then we have Semino Scott here. Many of you know Semino, who was born and raised in Pontiac. He is our new ED for the Pontiac Collective Impact Group. And I'm introducing you to these people because they're going to make this program help Carlton, right, Carlton? And we're going to hold you accountable for bringing us more students. We have who's cracking up in the audience right now, Mr. Kano Phillips. Y'all know Kano from the Sin Foundation that's with us as well. Carl Westberg, wherever you are, I know you in the house. Thank you so much for the this theater, this beautiful theater. And David Derbyshire, our sponsor. David, we couldn't thank you enough. And I know you're out there, David. We also have the handsome window guy here. Tim, can you stand, please? All right. Any other industry partners that I'm missing, Dave? We'll catch some more. Okay, and we will catch you. And then the OU man himself, this is the tiny house man, I like to call him. He was around that table at Oakland University as well. Professor David Strubler, could you please stand? Thank you so much, Dave. And then next, I think you're going to hear from our great mayor of the city of Pontiac, who is one of the leaders of the OU Pontiac Initiative. She's like right up there, the mayor, the Honorable Mayor, Deidre Waterman.
Hello, everyone, and I am so proud to be here to be part of this wonderful event, a graduation, certainly a mark of achievement and accomplishment. The city of Pontiac takes pride in awarding you, and I'm going to be here to hand you your certificates. But I do thank all of those who are partners in bringing us to this point. You've heard them announced. The city of Pontiac is also very much a partner in bringing this initiative. I remember sitting at the table and signing the original document that we sent to get the funding to get this program initiated. So I also want to, in addition to the people who have been partners in bringing you to this point, to congratulate and to thank people who are important in your lives, your parents, your families, your teachers, all those who have supported you, have pushed you, who have encouraged you, who have told you this is possible. This is possible to get to this point and to go forward. So I am so happy as the mayor of this proud city to have you introduced here in this rung of achievement. And as you go forward, I would like to just encourage you to continue that progress to success. Whatever success is, you determine that in your life, but I want you to remember certain things. I want you to remember to have a dream. Have a dream of what you can become, of what you want to achieve. Because without a dream, you don't have that focus. And when you have a dream, I want you to aim high. Aim high. Don't limit your things that you accomplish in life. Aim high. And as you do that aim, remember that a dream can only become a reality with some action. Very few of us will have a lottery fall in our laps or have a career like Michael Jordan. To get to that dream, to achieve that, we have to make sure that we do action to have a plan to get us to that place. So part of your plan is to now get this TDF certificate that I'm going to be part of distributing it to that today. I applaud you, celebrate with you, and I'm very happy for you, as this is part of your plan to your success for your careers. I wish you well. I hope to encourage you, and I thank you, all of those who have brought us to this point today. Very good.
I've got, let me see, Mr. Scott Crable. Scott, come on up here, Scott. Yeah, we finna pass out these certificates. Yeah, come on. Scott, I had Paul Scott up because Scott is one of the OU professors who actually introduced the Foundations of Construction class, and he's the one, along with myself, who spend time in the classroom with the students. And that is a continuous process that we do throughout the whole 8 weeks of our program. When we are working with these students, they actually work on a job through the process of our industry partner who is training them with Habitat. And our industry partners who came forward this year, they allowed our students to come do them some shadowing time with them on the actual job site. So they spent 1 month where they were spending 2 days a week with these industry partners, seeing exactly what these companies do. So they had the opportunity to interview the students for a whole month, and the students got a chance to observe the company for a whole month. And we were seeing how this could be valuable for them to be actually developing talent. This is how you actually develop talent. This isn't where you just go out there and find a job, you develop it. So the input that we get from these students, from these places and these things we do is real valuable. So now, what I want the students to do is start making your way over here to the entryway, because we're finna go ahead and start recognizing you for your graduation. So all of our students, make your way over here to either side. I tell you, you can come over here to this side. Come on this side, yeah. We started this cohort with 6 students, and I'm happy to say that all 6 of them was retained for graduation time, so we got the full 6 students to graduate. One person we wasn't able to make it here who's with Habitat, who actually their supervisor when they're out in the field. Chris, I call him Chris by his first name, but Chris is very instrumental. He takes these students to heart, and he really works real hard with them, and we just real thankful to Tim Ruggles with Habitat for supplying such great supervision and training for these students. Thanks, Tim. All right, like we say, we want to try to make sure we get a chance to recognize the students. And so we're going to have these students come up. We've got some things we want to be able to present to them. Their package will consist of a lot of their credentials that they achieved. They had some very crucial credentials. One is the OSHA 30 training. And if you know anything about construction, OSHA 30 training requires 30 hours of training. They got asbestos awareness training certificate. They also got first aid, CPR, and also AED training. All these are certifications they can take with them when they go out to the work world. These are the things that you actually develop talent, and that talent now is worth a lot more when they go knocking on the door. They come with some credentials in hand. And any company would recognize that this is not some money they have to spend because they already have it. And that's real valuable to the construction industry especially. So we've got these 6 students, and we want to be able to bring them up right now, that they've worked real hard for the last 8 weeks, and we want to be able to recognize them today. So if we could have our cohort of spring 2021 come on stage. As you see, we have a very, very, very distinguished looking cohort. And we're so proud that we did have a young lady who was leading the pack in the construction industry. I had been tracking her for the last 2 or 3 years, and she finally said, "Nah, I know why you was over there looking at me when I was over at Old Tech." Yeah. So we were so happy to have Kalia join us this year, and she was a standout young lady in the construction industry. I know she's going to be able to write her own ticket. And next to her, we've got Shane Pfeiffer. He's coming with, how many years, Shane, of construction experience?
Probably over 10 years.
Over 10 years of construction experience, but he was very eager to want to get the credentials we was offering, and he also contributed a whole lot to our construction program. Thanks, Shane. Antonio is next. Antonio, how many years of construction you've been working?
Probably like 5, 7, around there.
5 or 7. Tony was very eager to get in this program because he said, you know, I've been out here working, but I don't have the credentials. He said, I need these credentials for me to get out there and really get what I need. So he humbled himself and came in our program and was a standout. So let's give Tony a big round of applause. And in the giant standing in the middle, that's Norbert. And he came in the program. He said, you know, I'm the only one here don't really have a lot of construction experience, but I got a whole lot of drive and desire, and I want to learn. And he did just that. So we were so proud of Norbert because he's graduating. We got Moses next to him. Moses, how many years of experience in construction you've been working? About 4 years. Same thing. Moses got a lot of experience. He didn't have the credentials that he really wanted, and now he's got a chance to spend some time with one of our construction partners. And he said, wow, I didn't realize the opportunity in doing foundation work. Lead contractor exposed him to that. He's really now interested in see how he can pursue a career in foundation work. So let's give Moses a hand. And last but not least, we got Martin. Martin came with some years of experience, and he also was one who was looking for some credentials and seeing how he can spread his wing. We got a chance to put him with an electrical contractor, and he spent that month electrical contracting. He came back and said, wow, these guys got a whole lot of different ways that they can save money and do things much more efficiently. I see now how it works. So Martin, how many years of experience you've been working in construction?
A solid
7
7.
years. But he learned a whole lot in this program that we know now will put him in a position that he can go out there and demand for some of those areas for high-paying, high-demand positions. Let's give Martin a grand round of applause. Now, what I want to say about as they get their credentials, they get their certificates, we track them afterwards for a whole year. That's one of the parts of the Carnev group. We try to track, stay in contact with them because we do a lot of mentoring and coaching with them. We don't want to just put them out there and forget about them. So we try to stay in contact when we need them. We're not going to baby them. That's one thing we got to let them know. We're not going to be coddling you. We got to let you step up and understand your responsibility of being a really true full-time worker. So we love them with that kind of kindness, but at the same time, we kicking them in the butt to make sure that they understand that attendance, attitude, and teamwork is the key to being successful in this program. Right, guys? Yep. Yes. Okay. So now we've got some certificates for each one, and the mayor's going to assist us. And right here, making sure we make these presentations. Mayor, Norbert, first. And along with that, you get OU bag from TDC. You want to track yourself. Make sure you keep notes in there, okay? And here's your roadmap to success right there, what you share with us, okay? Norbert, what she asked you, did you want to say something right quick?
Do I want to say something?
Right quick.
Let me set this down.
Right quick.
Right quick.
Yeah.
I got about 10
scratch
seconds.
the beat
Got
or
about
nothing.
10
Go ahead,
seconds.
go ahead.
You ain't gonna put the mic down for me? You know what I'm saying? I just want to say thank you to Coach for bringing me into this program. A soft for Ricky also. I don't know if he's here or not. But coming to the program with no experience, I thought I was going to fail. But thank you to also these teammates right here, especially Carlia for getting me there. I know I was, a nerve to you, but, I just want to thank everybody and thank you all for being here. That's it.
Tony, you next up. Come on, Tony.
Congratulations for all the hard work.
Congratulations, Tony. Okay. Make sure you keep notes of everything you do. Here's your roadmap, okay? Tony's desire to be an electrician. At the end of the roadmap is a $90,000 job waiting on him. Kalia, come on up next.
Congratulations to you. I know what it is to be a woman in this industry, so you did a great job. Thank you.
Make sure you track everything you do in that book for the next year, okay?
I got you.
It was a joy working with you, okay?
Well,
Here's your roadmap. Kalia, she first came in and was talking about cement work. She started doing some floor work. She said, Coach, I think I like this kind of floor hardwood work, so I might be dovetailing off to some carpentry work too. I said, you can do both of them. So congratulations.
I don't even know what to say really. I'm not good with speaking, so thanks, Ma, and my aunt and my uncle. Thanks to all of TDC and for everything y'all did. I don't know. There he is. I want to thank Mr. Sweeney, OSTC, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here with this group. So I'm really bad at talking. So just thank you, and I'm going to try to go further and further as I can.
Coney, you can't get by. I forgot to let you have a word. Go ahead, Coney. You got to say something. Come on. Go ahead.
I mean, I just want to thank Coach and everybody for, letting us know about the program, and Sweeney as well. I mean, he's the one who told me about it. Coach, he got me in it. I told him, I was already working good. I mean, I had a good job and stuff, but I wanted something better. I needed the credentials, to have something better. So I took a little step back and got my OSHA 30, first aid, and all that, to continue with the electrician, go through apprenticeship, and make a career out of it one day.
All right, Shane, you next up. Come on, Shane.
Shane, all right. Has something to say? Congratulations to you. Who's here with you?
Appreciate it. My mom and my grandpa right down here.
Fabulous. Great job.
Use one of these bags here. Here's you. Track with everything you do for the next year. I'll be right here with you. Okay?
For sure.
And here's your roadmap. Shane is desiring to want to go ahead and pursue the area of carpentry, and his goal is to be at a carpentry position starting as a journeyman, about $87,000 a year. Ooh. Ooh.
Before I started this program, I thought I was going to be stuck working for Amazon forever. Was a delivery driver, was very good at it. No, didn't enjoy it though. So I was glad I found this program through my mom, and coming back to construction was really great because it's something I love to do. And I just want to thank Coach. Just the real thankful guys.
Yeah. All right, Moses, you up next. Moses has now, as I was telling you guys earlier, he desired to talk about doing some foundation work. So we told him that right there is a cement mason area. To get him started, he can get to that goal, and he'd be tracking somewhere around $75,000 to $80,000 a year. Woo.
I just want to give a thanks to God for letting me be able to complete the program. And thank you for everyone that was a part of the program, helping us out, get our credentials, and get us out of the Pontiac environment.
is Martin. Come on up here. Yeah, Martin also was one of the ones who spent some time out there with our electrical contractor, and he had been saying it constantly that he desired to become an electrician. So he's on track to one of those $90,000 a year jobs.
Yeah.
Keep track of everything you do the next year, okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I want to just start off by saying thank you to the TDC program, Coach Jones, Ricky Bradford, all the industry partners, Habitat especially. My mom wasn't here, but you know, she had a Habitat home. I wanted a special thank you to Habitat because they actually put my mom on the spot to raise a good family, and you know, I want to thank them that. I want to thank all the industry partners for getting us our credentials to go get a career. You know, it's easy to get a job. Anybody can go get a job. I've had a lot of jobs. Starting a career, this is where we're going on from. This is the start. You know, this the ending, and I'm gonna get there.
There you go.
And this the beginning of it. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
That's your bag right there. Scott, you want to say a few words about the students in the class right quick?
Sure. I would just like to thank Carlton for recruiting such a great group of young people. They were a joy to have in class. They kept me on my toes all the time, but we had a lot of fun too along the way. And without them there, just wouldn't be the job that I want to do anyway. So I want to thank them and wish them the best. And as we've said, Carlton, this just isn't a moment in time with them that we're always there for them, because ultimately at the end we just want them to be successful and find their purpose in life. And if we can help out with that, I can't find a better joy in my life to do to help somebody else find their purpose. So thank you guys.
We're 2 minutes ahead of schedule. This is perfect. So, to make sure that we don't miss anybody, pardon me for if there's any redundancy here. But first, I'd like to acknowledge some of the firms that have helped participate in the education program for the students. Those are some private industry organizations, and they include Nova Environmental, who came in and taught the asbestos awareness and lead awareness along with hazardous material training to help allow the students to be safe when they're on job sites, be able to recognize hazards. I'd like to acknowledge Lisa McCulley, who's with us with Proficient Safety Training, who provided the 30-hour OSHA training. And you can tell her care for the students is here to be here and celebrate, with the students. Steve Williams with Ecto-HR came in and did disc testing. And if you've never heard of that, it's basically tells us a little bit about our characteristics, our personality, and how we relate to others. And to understand how to relate better with other people really had to do with self-awareness. And I got to tell you, this is really some excellent training. We had great feedback from the students that will help them deal with issues better and be able to be more successful in dealing with other people. So I want to thank those firms for all they did to be part of the program. Our program sponsors, you heard many of their names mentioned, but the Oakland University in what they brought to the credibility of our program through the training and education. Habitat for Humanity, who helped take care of, say, the financial part of it, managing the funds, as well as providing opportunities for the students to get hands-on training and really allow those students to be engaged. Michigan Works, who helped with the payroll for the students through this eight-week paid internship program. CarNav, through who Carlton and Ricky provided that career training, how to get a job and then how to be successful and being able to advance and thrive. Just not get a job to hold it, but be able to grow. The Pontiac Promise Zone to help provide the funding that supported the educational portion of this program. And then the Oakland Literacy Council, who provided initial assessments in math and English and then helped arrange for tutoring for students. So it's through these programs you can see how comprehensive in an 8-week program everything that was achieved. Okay, and so for those folks that took my phone call and hopefully will continue to take my phone calls, I want to thank our industry partners. And really started with Greg, with Pro Image, a firm that we work with. And Greg was the first one that helped support, stepped up to the table, and got the ball really rolling. So Greg, thank you for that. ASI, they're an asphalt paving site contractor that is located here in the city of Pontiac. And whereas also our industry partners were very smart and gave us feedback that they would have loved to have taken an intern, but in this early spring, there's not much activity. And they said, we don't want the student to be missing an opportunity to learn more with another firm, but they will provide internships in the future. Pontiac Sealing and Partition, a Pontiac contractor who provided an internship for student and was extremely enthused and looking at creating opportunities for our students. You heard Lee Industrial Contracting being involved in Pontiac. They're a Pontiac-based company, very engaged in the community, and through their team provided a lot of feedback and also a lot of engagement. Continuum Services, who is a property management company, and provided internships for 2 of our students. And what's great about Continuum is they do everything from landscaping to plumbing, electrical, HVAC. So provide the students a very broad view of the different careers in construction. And then Centerline Electric, a large electrical contracting firm. They're not located in Pontiac, but they have a heart here. And their leadership has a heart for providing opportunities to students, and also as a gateway to enter apprenticeship programs. I know myself, even as a construction professional, it wasn't that long ago for myself, it's, how does someone enter an apprentice program? There's tests to be taken. You have to be prepared for it. There's certain time frames in which you can apply. And the great thing about these, say, apprentice programs is in the past, it's almost like you had to have an uncle or a cousin to help get you in. But they have opened that up. They're definitely open to inclusiveness. So with that, it's our job now to get the word out for those opportunities. And I guess I'd be remiss if I didn't thank my partners back at Out Construction, for their support and understanding the value of this program and supporting Pontiac. So I'd like to go ahead and acknowledge that company. But if I can ask our industry partners and our program partners to please stand. So we can give you a big hand. So, Carlton, is there anyone that I missed?
No, I think not. I just want a couple people to come forward. Dave Schubler, Tim, Chanel, y'all come up for a minute. One of the things about this program that it takes a lot of hard work to put it together, a lot of hard work to run it, and there's some people who kind of go the extra mile to make things happen. And from the time we started, there was a couple of people who stepped forward and say, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make this program go. And I just want, I could, a lot of times people say, Carlton, do this, and that. I couldn't do it without the help of some key people. And I would be remiss if I did not let you know. And I want these 4 folks to come here front and center. Vince, you join them too. Right here front and center. And what we're starting now is what we call Powered by Passion Award. Because everybody here has a real passion for what they do to help these students in this talent development. And I couldn't do it without them. Anything that Scott and I are doing in the class, we couldn't do it without them. First and foremost, I want to say that Tim, when we had our first meeting, he said, hey, I will be your fiduciary partner. No hesitation, step forward. And that's why we're able to push forward with TDC, because Habitat and Tim Ruggles said, I'm your fiduciary partner, and we thank you for that, Tim. And the connection between trying to get these students at this age between 18 to 24 and be able to have a program, that's happening by Michigan Works. Michigan Works is really in the mix of pulling these students together and trying to say, hey, we're going to give you an opportunity. Not only do they give them an opportunity, you wouldn't believe what they do for them, because they really want to do something for our students here in Pontiac. And Chanel Shelby is driving that train with her staff, making it happen. Chanel, we couldn't do it without you. And Vince, you see, like you say, he's real humble, but he is in the trenches. Anytime I needed something, working together, hand in hand, I love working with Vince. And what I say, Vince, I'm finna tag you as our coordinator for industry partners, and he jumped in, he took that role, and that's why these types of programs are successful if you get the right industry partners supporting it. So Vince, we thank you for being the coordinator of industry partners. And y'all might have heard something about the little homes or small homes. Dr. Dave Schubler is the one who really came to Pastor Jones a few years ago and said, I got this idea. And saying he had this idea about what he wanted to do with construction and try to see how we can go after this Marshall Plan, he and I kind of joined together with a few other folks, and he's constantly been a very support. Now, he's a professor out there at the university doing everything. He's had some challenges with his parents, but he's always just been a phone call away. So, Dave, I really appreciate all your efforts, you know. And in regards to that, y'all gonna have a half a minute to say something. Dave, Powered by Passion Award. Tim, Powered by Passion Award. Shelby, yay! Powered by Passion Award. All right, we set? Good. All right, why don't you guys take a half a minute, because we're going to try to get everybody here in 5 minutes.
What?
Say anything you want to share.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh my gosh. Okay.
She was pushing me.
I'm not big on speeches. Wow, thank you. But a leader isn't as great as her team is. So I want to give a shout out to Maribel. Stand up, Maribel. Yes, students, give it up for Maribel. I may attend the meetings and, support with the training and the wraparound services, but Maribel is the case manager that takes them shopping. She gets their laptops delivered to them. She is our real youth case manager. So, although I'm taking credit for this, I have to share this with Maribel because I'm only as great as how she makes me look out here. So, thank you, Maribel, and congratulations to all the students and to my TDC family. I remember sitting at the table 2 years ago. Who knew we would be here? Right. You know, so that's we are amazing, and this passion that we have, it's only going to get greater. And workforce development is economic development, and we see it with this cohort right here. So thank you.
Hi. Well, I'm Dave. I'm the tiny house guy. And it started. See, you remember the tiny house, right? Absolutely. And I want you to know that I'm writing my book about this project right now in the tiny house. So just wanted to let you know that's where I'm headed this afternoon, and I'll be out there. But all of you young folks that are in this program, it's very, very important for you. It's also very important for our community. What the word, I'm going to give you a new word, interdependence. Not dependence, not independence, interdependence. That's what this is right here. And that's who you are. You're all part of this. And that's what makes us who we are, and I want to add whose we are. So congratulations to all of you, and thank you for being part of this. This is just a wonderful partnership with all of these great people. And also, I got to say it because nobody else is going to say it. I'm going to say it right now. Carlton Jones. This guy. Come on. We're a team, but this guy is the energy behind this whole thing. Let's give credit where credit's due.
Thank you. Well, Habitat's been a part of this from the very beginning. And, when we first started out, it's like, well, why is Habitat involved? And, we provide housing opportunities for folks that wouldn't normally have a home ownership opportunity. And I just want to go back to our mission statement. I'm going to recite it real quickly because it kind of says everything, not only about what Habitat does, but what this coalition does, and about really what's important for each of the students to keep in mind. So Habitat's mission statement is seeking to put God's love into action. Habitat for Humanity brings people together to build homes, communities, and hope. So those last words, homes, communities, and hope. Hope is the most important thing for each of you students to keep in your heart. And don't lose hope, because just like that dream the mayor talked about, you can make anything happen. And community, this is community. This is the new world of an interdependent community, right? Where we break down those silos, we bring people together to make good things happen to benefit all of you. So thank you so much for being here and being a part of the program.
Okay, I think it's important for just a couple words of really thank you and for this award, and certainly going to use it to help inspire others to get involved, to help students, help our industry. It all works together. So I'll also use this as inspiration for our students to make sure that they're getting on a good track and then creating opportunities for other students to be able to enter our workforce. So thank you very much for this award.
Missed it by 5 minutes, Vince?
Well, I tell you, the one thing is if maybe you can just tell us what the plans are for the future.
Okay, yeah, just quickly, and we're going to dismiss it. Industry partners who are here, program partners who are here, we've got a booklet for you too, so stick around a little bit, we got one for you. We are planning to expand from the construction to the healthcare industry next. We want to do construction and healthcare. Hopefully we can kick off the healthcare this summer. What's going to be important if we get some industry partners of the healthcare industry. Now we've got 4 hospitals that I know need talent. So we're going to do everything we can to see if we can attract that talent and start developing talent, not just for only entryway jobs. We're talking about some talent for some nice high-paying, high-demand positions. And we can do it with this team of folks and a team out here. So also know that advanced manufacturing and business IT are on the radar, and some of that is going on already. We got OCC, which is a part of TDC. We had some conversation, and we can look at how we can kind of tie in some things to advanced manufacturing and develop folks for those positions in advanced manufacturing. So keep your ear open for TDC and things we're doing, but it's a collective group of us. It's not just Carlton. You know, I have a passion for construction because I'm gonna just share this with you guys. I went into the apprenticeship program after I got my degree. So I had 4 years of college, and then I went to an apprenticeship program and spent 4 years learning to be a carpenter. And as soon as I graduated out of my apprenticeship from carpentry, I went right into the office. 2 years later, I was vice president of a construction company. So that's how you connect them together. And we always want to encourage you all to continue your learning process, especially in the trades. Lifelong learning is what you always need to do. Trade people have to always continuously upgrade their learning. So lifelong learning is what we're going to promote, even as you get a trade. So look out. We need support. We want to say thank you to all those who stepped forward. Vince was nice enough to get those industry partners. They made a difference, and we're looking to do more in the years to come. So we want to thank everybody, especially the graduate. Once again, graduates, stand up for a minute. All right, parents or family members of the graduates, stand up for a minute. That's what we need. Let's see, stand up for a minute. Yeah. We got a few industry partners. Industry partners, stand up for a minute. Industry partners we got in the house. Go ahead, Steve. Stand on up. Stand up. Greg, stand up. Yeah. You got to stick around. I got something for you before you leave. And program partners. Program partners is a little different between industry partners and program partners because we can bring in a lot of different industry partners. But if you want to be a program partner, you can come and be a part of TDC as a program partner. Program partners, stand up. Thank you so much. Will, we missed it by about 8 minutes. We was trying to get you out here at 1 o'clock. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. Graduates, we're gonna stay in contact with you. Don't make it feel like you have to try to do this alone, because we are here to help you. Okay? All right. Do we have a picture you want to try to get, Teresa? All right. We want the students to come forward and shoot a photo right quick. But we want to thank everybody. Appreciate it. Dave Dabashire for the lunch. He stepped up to Dave and said, hey, I support this. I want to sponsor this luncheon. And Dave, we appreciate that so much.
I just want to say that we're so thankful for all those who came out and supported the TDC graduation today. We had a fantastic time. This is our 4th cohort, and we're looking to do 2 more this coming summer. Construction we're doing now, but we plan to dive into healthcare next, and we're going to be following up that with business IT and advanced manufacturing. This is a great day, opportunity for us to reach out, help some young people get on a career track. Not just a job, but a career track, something they can do for the rest of their life. And we're talking about now trying to gear this up. We need the help of other industry partners, program partners who want to come and be a part of what we're doing here in Pontiac. This is the TDC, the Talent Development Coalition, and we look forward to doing great things here in Pontiac. Thank you.